I remember being a kid. Remember those video games you played when you were a kid? Remember how unknown to most people some of those video games might be? Well, here are my obscure video games that I played as a kid. Enjoy. If you're an avid viewer of my channel, Super Monkey Ball needs no introduction, but what might is Super Monkey Ball Banana Splits for the Vita. This was my first ever Super Monkey Ball game. Yeah, dead serious. My introduction to the franchise was technically Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and this. But sadly, I don't remember much of it. Probably had to do with the fact that when I played this, I was like 7 and really bad at it. I don't even think I got past the first expert level of the game. I tried, don't get me wrong, but I just couldn't. And I put the game down shortly after. And shortly after that, we sold off our Vita, and I never got to play the game again. All I remember of this game, from my own time playing it, is the first level and the box art. Everything else, I just don't remember. Well, I also do remember the sand world, but even then, that's like a faint memory. So, yeah. This holds a special place in my heart for being my first Super Monkey Ball game. But other than that, it's pretty even though I have heard it's actually pretty good. So, you know, I might revisit it one day. Who knows? Now, this next game I actually still own. Let's take a look at it. Yes. When I was a kid, I actually owned a Pretty Cure video game. The reason why I own this is because basically one day my brother got a new Vita game, and being the jealous little punk I was like, oh, I want a new video game too. So my mom looked online and, you know, she thought I was into Precure at the time, so she picked me this game up. I thought it was the crossover Precure game for the DS, which I really wanted at the time. Turns out it wasn't, but I still played the ever-living crap out of this. So basically what this is, it's like a kind of top-down strategy game. I used to think it was an RPG, because kid me wasn't very bright. But yeah, it's just a top-down like strategy game. I think this is the main mode. No, it's not. Is this the main mode? Where's the main game? Oh, this is the main game. Oh no, that's not select. There we go. I as a kid, I liked how that was the same sound they used in Mario 64 DS when you selected the mini games. That was something I actually noticed as a kid. Because I also played a lot of Mario 64 DS back in the day. Unfortunately, everyone knows about that game, so we can't include it in this video. Okay, this is one thing of the game that I don't think I ever liked, was that you have to draw these lines to get the Precures powered up. You get rated on how good you draw in the lines. I mean, I get it, it's clearly a game for little kids, so they want to like teach them their drawing abilities and how to stand lines and that, but still it's just a bit cumbersome and annoying having to do this before every battle. I might skip this part in editing. I don't know how good your drawing actually affects the fight. Maybe it's how good they attack. Is that what it affects? I don't know. But yeah. Got the goggles ready now. So here's the gameplay. And she goes for me and not... She goes for Nozomi and not Rin, who was attacking her. Oh, okay. So yeah, every time the enemy attacks you, you go into this mini game where you have to like swipe or touch the things that are coming towards you. I failed at that clearly, but I remember I used to be kind of good at those mini games. No, I think I sucked. Those mini games used to be very hard for me as a kid. Yeah, I cannot get past the stage. Actually, I got past the first two relatively fine, but I just don't know how to beat this one. It's just so confusing, really. I'm sure if I could read Japanese, in this game would probably be really easy, but I can't. So unfortunately, I'm just left to do this. Alright, this is a minigame where you draw the lines, and it's literally impossible unless you do that. You don't even have to draw it in the line. This is so stupid. Oh, I apparently failed. Okay, so yeah, you're getting the idea, right? That's what this game is. It's just try to hit the enemies and then play like a mini game. It's kind of boring and repetitive, so I'm just gonna stop now. Bye. Well, that was not fun. Anyway, here's the last game. Now this game is very nostalgic for me. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with the Cars movies, as any young boy born around my time should. But boy was I obsessed with Cars too. And that led to me discovering a lot of games like this. Now this was a Flash game on Disney's old website, or it might be their old, I don't know. And I used to play the ever-living shite out of this back in the day. Like, I used to play this all the time, unlocked everything, it was great. But I honestly don't know why, because looking back at footage of this game, it looks extremely boring and tedious. I don't know, maybe I just had nothing to do as a kid, or I was that easily entertained. But still, man, this game holds a very special place in my heart, and I wish I could play it. Wait, if it's on Flashpoint, then I could. Whatever. This game is great, and the music was absolutely bopping too. I mean, listen to this. Beautiful. Well, that was a slightly fun trip down memory lane. I'd like to know your nostalgic, obscure childhood games in the comments. But for now, goodbye.